Made this document for reasons to prove I've been through and seen things others have not seen. Reading from transcript because spirits will tamper with my voice. The finished mystery book was released 7/17 of 1917. I have a screenshot proving I knew this with a date with my thoughts at the time. I bought a hat with clothes from the names of these places in Orange County, New York in 2016. Receipts on Amazon. 100 years later, Russia was controlled on Hitler's birthday, 4/20/2017. Do not let Jehovah's Witnesses preach because of this number, 7/17/2017. What was 100 years after this book was released? This was their appeal date. Both 7 times 17 times 17 equals 2023. 1 plus 2022 equals 2023. Birth of Christ, Tishrei 2 BCE through 1 BCE is a whole year. Then 1 BCE through 1 CE is another whole year that brings it to the total of 2022 CE. It confuses everyone. What is 2 BCE through 1 BCE through 1 CE equal? Through 2022 CE equals 2023 years. Also using beginning of Tishrei 9/26/2022. Also it is 1879 Zion's Watchtower 144 years in July 2023 also. After I was seen by these beings at the Kingdom Hall, I won't call them angels, I say beings now. They moved them to purchase property in Warwick, New York on 7/17/2009 and on 7/17/2013. They bought a permit to begin building the New World headquarters. They began building on 7/29/2013, 1473 days after they bought the permit. Genesis says 1513 that this is the Exodus date used. 1513 BCE through 1473 BCE, 40 years. Word Nisan 10 to Nisan 10. A number that is when they crossed in the land in 1473 BCE. Russia shot down a plane called Flight 17 exactly 97 years after the release of the book on 7/17/2014. The plane had a date on it and it was shot down exactly 17 years from the date 7/17/1997, 97 years after the book was released. Watchtower bought Watchtower Farms on 1/2/1963. That's JW's. The finished mystery book turned 1260 months on 7/17/2022. What will be 1263 months on 10/17/2022 using 1263 as a metaphor. Why I did this because from Watchtower Farms it is 7/17 months on 10/2/2022. Both these metaphors with months came in on the month of October of 2022. The finished mystery book, if you calculate it, 7 times 17 times 19 times 17 equals 38437 days. On today's date of October 11, 2022, that's 2023 times 19 times 38437. The math, 365 times 105 years plus 26 leap years. That's every February 29th counted every leap year. 1917 plus 105 equals 7/17/2022. So 14 days after plus 31 August, 30 September, 11 October is 38437. Also, if you look at the nuclear bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the United States time, Hiroshima is 13 hours ahead of New York time. When it was bombed, it was 8/5/1945, about 8:15 p.m. in the United States, New York time, and it was 9:15 a.m. Hiroshima time, that was 8/6/1945 there. What I found out, Adam and Eve, 4026 BCE. That 28182 days calculated for New York time. 8/5/1945 is 8:15 p.m. to 10/2/2022, 8:15 p.m. That is 9:15 a.m. as of 10/3/2022 in Hiroshima. Was exactly 4,026 weeks, and it calculated exactly on the 7/17 months of 1/2/1963 of the Wallkill, New York Purchase. Now, Nagasaki was bombed on 8/9/1945. That is 13 hours ahead of New York time also. That hits the night of October 5th, 2022, 10:02 p.m. and 10/6/2022 at 11:02 a.m. Nagasaki time as 28182 days. That is 4,026 weeks. Also, the end of World War II was on 9/2/1945. That ends as 4,026 weeks on 10/30/2022. The United Nations was made or formed on 10/24/1945. That is 4,026 weeks on 12/21/2022. I found it strange based on the Mayans, however, because it was 10 years later. There is many calculations, like the 1/2/1963. You take 9 times 16 times 14 equals 2016. That's when they finished building in Warwick, New York on 9/1/16. What is 9 times 1 times 16 equals 144. That was a date used. At least. There is another reason to this. 9/14 multiplying 9 times 16 times 14 equals 2016. Also, 9 times 20 times 14 equals 2,520. I took these numbers that was close to 10/1/1914 to see where it went. 9/16/1914 through 1/2/1963 equals 2,520 weeks. However, there was no mention of 1/6/1963 because the 2,520 weeks would have been 4 days after the 1/2/1963. I have other videos on YouTube with map, also with events of other people on how they control them. Because I have seen their power and how they control all of us. I struggle on a day-to-day basis being led around places when I go out and around the house I'm staying at. I have had all kinds of problems from these beings. Having a struggle now as I feel it on me. I posted this because I feel that based on what happened to me, and I went to the elder when I was forced to see things, to be led into the Kingdom Hall, forced to see things and watch my life destroyed. So I told the elder, Mike Hanlon in Glasgow, Kentucky, when I thought that they wasn't working in them about what happened, and a being takes over them and we have a conversation. The thing of it was that all those people in that congregation do not know what happened to me because they was in control of them. That was what I was seeing. I also dealt with it out here in other ways, and when I tried to work, they intervened and also caused me to lose my job at Dark Container in Horace Cave, Kentucky. On 1/7/2009, they took control of them also. Made my job difficult. They gave me problems also controlling me. I have these problems till this day. They're in my voice. Their presence is around. Also, what I found strange was there was a meeting and a powerful being got angry at the Kingdom Hall in Glasgow, and they controlled everyone in that room, and he said Zephaniah 1:14 and quoted it. To me, and controlled all the people. This was the day after, on 1/8/2009. I did, however, go back there on 1/11/09. If you flip it, that's 9/11/01. I did calculate to the month of October how long that had been in weeks from that time. My last meeting in Glasgow, and it calculated a thing here. Make sure that I was right. To October 6, 2022, and from 1/8/2009 as 17 weeks. Also on 10/9/2022, 17 weeks from the time of my last meeting in Glasgow. However, I did go to and Rowlett's in 2010 and 2011 and 2012 and 2013. But from that time it calculated to October also.